online cooking show because it's not been done before. Today we're going to make a white flesh sweet potato and leek soup, or technically a fancy leek and potato soup, whatever. Before we get into anything, we need to do our mise en place, which is basically French for getting shit done. So we need to prep and cut all of our vegetables before we can even start cooking. And to do that, you can use many knives. You could use a knife like this, or you could use a knife like this, or you could use a knife like this, or you could use a knife like this. But I'm going to use this knife. Not just because it looks like something I've found out of a CSGO loot box, but this is also my favourite knife in my knife roll, and I keep telling people, one of my friends is actually shopping for a knife right now, and he keeps showing me examples, and I keep on telling him, a knife is just like a computer, a car, or a woman. You treat it right, it'll treat you right. What I'm doing here is at a 45-degree angle. I'm just scraping the knife off of the knife sharpener just to make it sharper, obviously. You wouldn't pour coffee over your PC now, would you? You wouldn't drive your car off of a bridge. And you also wouldn't sleep with your girlfriend's sister, now would you? So why the hell would you put your knife in the dishwasher? Look after your shit, you know what I mean? So we've got all our mise en place here. Everything we need just about right here, and we're going to turn this into soup. Got the mixed chilies we've got here. We've got 4 green, almost black chilies, and then we've just got 1 red. I wanted red chilies, that's just a letdown. So first of all, we need to peel everything, and I wouldn't really recommend a peeler like this. I would actually recommend this amazing thing called a speed peeler. And yeah, it is pretty much the same thing, but I like it better just because, you know, it's just kind of flawless. Well, we'll get there with it. If you use it the right way, like the right way around, it is absolutely flawless. It's called a speed peeler because you can peel things absolutely like speed of light. Just get shit done, like faster and faster, boom. Get it done. It pretty much just makes any root vegetable your bitch, just gets it peeled, gets it all nice and naked. Next we're going to do our leeks. But before we do our leeks, we need to prep them in a special way because leeks are just horrible bastards. Take the knife and just cut. Take the knife and just cut right through. Probably not like the way I'm doing it right now because you might, you know, end up stabbing yourself. But you want to go right through and then just one kind of quick motion just like that, and then across the way. And then you want to wash the leek because there's some nasty buggers in here. So, whoa. So I decided to put an apron on just so that you're not staring at my big fat belly while I'm trying to prep the vegetables. Just gonna give my knife a quick sharpen just before I do this. The thing is, when you're using a knife sharpener, it's actually just shaving little bits off of your knife, so just be sure to give your knife just a wee wipe, just in case there's tiny little microscopic bits of metal that might kill someone. Anyway, so we're going to double leek and we're just going to chop like this, boom. No one cares if you can chop finely. This is a soup we're making, so at the end of the day it's just going to get burned in a soup and blitzed. So the fact that you can chop mere part, this is probably one of the best parts of the leek. The fact that you can chop mere part does not matter. Maybe if you can dice, that's a little bit, you know, a bit more edgy, a wee bit more talented I suppose. I can't dice, I wish I could dice, but I can't. Now I've just put all the sweet potatoes in the same pile as the carrots because I'm going to do the exact same thing to them. I'm going to top and tail all of them. So we can actually do, okay, that looks good. So that off. When the top and tail of things, you don't always need to do them 1 at a time, you can do them 2 at a time. Or you could even do them 3 at a time if you're absolutely batshit crazy. But I mean, if it gets things done, it's effective. It's, you know, just, yeah, obviously boom, and then turn them around. Boom, topped and tailed. Keep your workspace tidy. You'll normally find chefs topping and tailing things 3 or 5 things at a time. You know they're in the shit. You know that they are way behind on their prep list and they need to get shit done very fast. So yeah, maybe give them a hand, maybe not. If you're a home cook, then you don't need to worry about this. You just cook at your own leisure. You cook at your own time, because you're not under any pressure by any big angry chefs, are you now? No, you're not. See, when you're doing my job, it's like playing Call of Duty and thinking you can fight in a war when you're watching MasterChef and thinking you can do it. It's not the fucking same. So we're just going to rattle right through this. Okay, everything's just flying everywhere. That's not great. There we go. There we go. Put the sweet potatoes in with the carrots because they are kind of the same texture. Like, they're going to cook at the same kind of time because they are kind of about the same, if that makes sense. Like, if I cook these at the same kind of length, the same kind of shape, then they're all going to cook at the same time. They're all going to cook evenly. Just need to cook everything like that. Yeah, you don't need to have to cook everything paysan. You don't need to cut things all paysan. I used to do that when I was about 16, working in a professional kitchen. I used to really spend, so what I'd do is I'd square things off like that, and then get it ready to do like a brunoise or like some pretentious fucking cut, like that's just about perfectly square, and then just do it like that, all fine. But see, at the end of the day, chefs did not give a fuck because it's all going in a pot, it's all going to get blitzed, so your fancy cutting techniques means bugger all to them because it's just going to get blitzed at the end of the day. You've just wasted your time, you're not getting that time back, and yeah, lesson learned. In the future, well, okay, there has been a time when I've been working in places where this woman, she made her lentil soup, and what she done was she just stuck everything in a blender. Now that's just another level of cringe really, because if you just stick everything in a blender, like what, cold water, grated carrots, lentils, and then stuck it in a blender, and then once everything's blended and you've got this cold goop, she just stuck it in the pot, heated it up and served it. I just think that food deserves just a little bit more love than that, so that's what we're going to try and do with this YouTube series that I'm doing. I'm going to be a comedy chef because I'm already a fucking clown. We're also going to put some mushrooms through this soup as well. Just because we're completely out of minds and we're just thinking we've not got enough flavour going on. Oh, believe me, we've got plenty of flavour. Hold on, someone is calling me at the most inconvenient time. I'm trying to make a YouTube video.
So yeah, I've decided to call Jack, and he's in the middle of making a fucking cooking video, and he's trying very hard not to give his family food poisoning.
Very hard. I mean, I cleaned the place before I started, and yeah, I was getting right into the video. I was getting right into doing everything, and then Joshy boy here decided to call me for a wee chin wag. So
well, I did tell you I'd call you after 12.
Listen, I don't know when I wake up, I don't know when I do these things, you know. This isn't all predicted. I never had this planned in my diary, you know. This is just, you know, the video was spontaneous, and then you calling me was spontaneous, and wasn't it?
Well, the call was planned, but yeah. I should just remind the viewers that Jack's idea of cleaning the place is just skating it with Febreze.
Sorry about that, that was just Josh Kenovan. He is probably one of the best writers in Team Liability. We're working on some stuff right now, so just stay tuned for that. Anyway, on with the cooking show, because again, it's not been done before. I'm going to show you the best way to interrogate garlic. You take them one at a time. Make all the others watch, obviously, first. Take the blade, and then boom, you've got it open like that. That was just a little bit too hard, but we got the point across, didn't we? Yeah. This is what happens in Guantanamo Bay, I'm telling you, boys. Up in Barrel, yep, it happens there too. If you need information, they just, boom. And then it just opens like that. You need all that, you know. What's the launch codes? You'll never tell you. Boom. Oh, the launch codes is 42069. What a coincidence. Yeah, but we chop up. They deserve it, you know. Round of applause for you for breaking too easily. Now we still have two more things to prep. The chilies and parsley. But for right now, we're going to start getting some cooking done. Get the gas on. Stick your pot on. Get some oil. Just not a hell of a lot of oil. Just enough to really just coat the bottom of the pan. Like, we don't want as much oil as that one vine. You know the one I'm talking about.
Cam and Colin, run in here and come get y'all juice. Shit!
Give your oil just about 2 minutes to heat up, and then add your leeks, onions and garlic. And just a little bit of salt as well. Fuck it. No, this is what I really want to do. Cut them into strips like that. And dice them just like that. But we've just finally diced this chilli, so we may as well just fry them in the soup as it is. Now I'm going to add the mushrooms and the carrots and sweet potatoes, and you might be thinking to yourself, that's quite a full pot. I thought this was going to be a soup, but goddamn right it's going to be a soup. It just takes time. So a lot about cooking is waiting as well, and that's why you want to make a good time plan. That's why you want to, that thing right there is not your friend. So you need to make sure that you've got everything going for you. Right now I'd be chopping parsley and doing other things or cleaning up. I've already cleaned up, so there's not really a hell of a lot I can do. I'm waiting on the kettle boiling so I can make stock. I'm going to go for a vegetable stock because everything about this dish so far has been not only vegetarian but vegan. So in the restaurant kind of business, you want to make sure that you can sell to everyone, vegans included. Vegans, you do what you want. Good for you. You know, I'm not vegan. I eat meat. I drink milk. But good for you. You've got that choice. You do your thing. Gluten intolerances though, if you're doing that for a trend, I'll thank you to fuck right off, because let me tell you something, like vegans you're not so bad, but gluten intolerant people, if you're genuinely gluten intolerant, I'm sorry, right? But if you're not gluten intolerant and thinking it's the next trend that, you know, it's going to help you lose weight, it might help you lose weight, but it's going to piss a lot of people off. So no, don't do that unless you're genuinely gluten intolerant. But yeah, this is a little cooking show that I'm doing. It's just when I'm doing night shift, I'm thinking I should really be doing something with this YouTube channel. It's not going to be all about comedy, as much as I'm trying to do comedy. I just think that if I do this, I can give myself something to do and have something to kind of work on each week while I'm not at work. And especially with these times, if you don't know how to cook, then that's a major problem. Anyway, kettle's boiled. Let's get our stock on the go. So when I said let's get our stock on the go, I was saying that as if I was gonna actually make a stock, but let's be honest, that looks more like a stock in a professional kitchen than anything. So we're gonna use a Knorr stock pot thing. This is paprika and sun-dried tomato. I think it's gonna go perfect with this soup. It's a Knorr stock pot. Shout out to Marco Pierre White. You know what you did. And then we put a lid on that and go do something else. Okay, I'm going to show you how to chop parsley. I've got one knife in my kit that I use mainly just for herbs. And when I mean herbs, I mean cutting herbs. So, just dump all this out. regardless if they've got stems on them or not, it's still flavourless, so just grab them whole. Just start working it. As soon as you start that, you're gonna smell it. That's the only thing about parsley, is it's got a scent. It's not very strong. Really bland. Parsley is only really good for garnish, really. Now, if you're a commie chef and you're watching this video and you're going to try and learn something, this is probably what you're going to be spending most of your days doing. Especially if you're a commie chef, you should learn how to do this effectively very quickly, because you're going to be doing it a lot in restaurants. This is the kind of work that they're just going to hit you with, because, you know, they want you out of the way, you're in their way, and they want you to fuck off. So they're going to send you to do a hell of a lot of this. That's me just realised that 7 years ago. Took me 3 hours to do like, what, 3 bags of this? Like, not bags like that, but like huge bags. And it took me 3 hours. And then I remember my head chef just saying, do you want to be a professional chef? And I'm just like, yeah. And it's like, you're going to need to learn how to chop parsley fast. And basically it's just so you can get very fine dices. Obviously I've not chopped parsley in a while, so but you want it just like that, so that you can sprinkle it on and give it a hell of a lot of flavour, a hell of a lot of colour. Especially to this dish that we're doing, I'm expecting a orangey red colour, so this will make it pop. So I'm just going to run over it one more time. What I'm doing here is I'm taking the tip of the blade within my 2 fingers, which might be considered a bit dangerous, or I could put some weight on it as well, which is also very dangerous. I'm not actually sure what the proper way to do this is, but at the end of the day, whatever works for you. So yeah, I'm not going to use that because it's going all over the place. My fingers just tip the grip. It might also help to use the end of the blade as well, end of the handle. But then you might end up hitting your knuckles off the board. And it's just going to end up like that game you used to play in high school with the penny, with the bloody knuckles. Yeah, you know the one. Yep, it'll end up like that. I'm going to put that in a little dish. Boom. A dash of parsley. Now we're going to check our soup, see how it's getting on. Lift that lid. Everything's boiling away there. I'm going to give that maybe about 15-20 minutes just to let everything cook before I start blitzing it and seasoning it. Yeah, probably going to start editing this video upstairs for the next 15-20 minutes. So we've had that cooking for about maybe half an hour and everything is cooked. So the last step, or almost last step, is to blitz it. Put it directly, that was a funny noise. Put it directly in and then turn it on. Once we've blitzed that quite thoroughly, and or as much as we want to blitz it because we can't be arsed, we can now start seasoning it and checking its taste and checking that we're happy with it. And then when we are happy with it, we're just about ready to serve it. So I'm going to take my first taste and figure out what I need to add from there. Okay, it's really sweet. I didn't really expect anything less than that, but okay, so definitely some salt. I'm gonna fire in some crushed chilies from the tub. That's the game. Loads of crushed chilies since we didn't want any nasty green ones. Some ground ginger, ba-ba-boom, just like that. Not a hell of a lot because pretty strong taste it's got. And then we're gonna get something to stir this with. We stirred that in, we're going to put some of our parsley in now. A bit of pepper, Now I'm going to taste this for the second time. Hell of a lot better. We can actually taste a lot of the things that's in there. Mostly the white sweet potato. I'm happy with that. Time to serve it. I'm going to cut myself 2 slices of cornbread. I didn't make this cornbread. Some baker at a generic... Oh my god, what is that? What the fuck is that? I never made this cornbread, but some baker at some generic British supermarket probably did this morning, so good job to you. So, plating up. Plate, obviously. If this was going out anywhere in a professional environment, we'd maybe have some sort of napkin underneath the bowl, just so that when we're picking it up, it doesn't move around, it stays to the bowl. And then we are going to bring the pot over to the bowl. And then when we bring that pot over to the bowl, we want to bring the bowl up to the pot, and then just like that, no splash, no nothing, just easily into the bowl. So I didn't really get a good angle on me putting the soup in the bowl, but it's really not that hard. You put the soup in the bowl. If you get any splash marks, which I didn't because I'm a professional, you just give it a wipe with some sort of cloth. And for that final touch, remember the parsley that we chopped? What we're going to do is we're going to take it at a height and then just drop it so it spreads all over. And there we go. That is white flesh, leek and potato soup. That is white flesh, sweet leek and potato soup. That was one mouthful to say. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that video and you want to see more, then you know what to do. Just like the video, subscribe, ring notification bells, whatever you need to do to get my attention. Leave a comment in the comment section, let me know what you want me to cook next. I've got thousands of ideas and I've got loads of things that I do want to cook. This is just one of many things. I thought I would start with soup because it's really hard to mess up a soup. But guys, if you liked this video, give it a like. If you didn't like this video, dislike it. You've got the freedom to do that. Let me know if you didn't like the video. Anyway, I'll not keep too much of your time. I keep saying that next to the clock. It's fucking... Right, guys, I'll let you go. Enjoy your day. Bye.